Here's our special project. We're trying to fix up this bad boy.
Yeah, and of course the first step to any car that's out of commission is the radio,
One
right?
guy tried to buy it, but we said no.
So this is all metal. How do you think we get that out of there? We have to go through the glove compartment. So like this, we have to take out that and basically pull it out over there. Because back in the day, it's all metal. None of this plastic stuff like we have now.
Yow!
What's best for your car? 1987.
1987.
With a tape. Put that in here.
1969 Chevy.
All right, let me just see.
Look at the mileage on that thing.
Now that's actually flipped over. That's 183,000. Since there's a screwdriver in here, we can go ahead and use it to start taking apart this glove compartment.
Let's get this thing working again.
Now we got this vent hose, which is the defroster thing. We got to take that out, and we should be able to slide the radio back over and out.
Out you go, radio.
It only took us about 13 minutes to take out, which is not too bad. Note that says as is, no warranty. The guy at Radio Shack wrote that on there because I got this for $20. It was a display model. He said that it never worked, and I just popped a piece of metal back in, and it worked for like 20 years. In about 2009, the tape deck just started dragging. 2015, I turned it on, noticed the dead channel, so that's why we're fixing it now.
Let's take it inside and make sure there's no singing chipmunks inside.
I don't know about that, but let's set up our test system inside with some speakers. This stereo first appeared in the 1986 Radio Shack catalog, and it was their best available model. It was also continued through in 1987. It had full logic controls.
We're trying to fix up the green truck.
Yeah, we're going to fix that up eventually. It looks like in 87
we're
they brought
going to say this. Spread your wings and fly like
okay.
a rat.
This is $299, and down there, old radio as is $20. So that was the deal of the century. So go ahead and flip the power switch on the power supply. Let's see what happens.
Which one?
The big switch that says on. Oh, the light came on.
And the upper hinge to move that door down. So just remember, which way do I want
So it
to
works.
move, and what do I have to do to make that happen?
I think one channel may be working. I got to figure out the balance. Let's see. Yeah, I think we got dirty knobs. Yeah, see one speaker's not going. Listen. That one, so we might have to fix that. But let's try the tape. Come here, put the tape in. This tape was in there too. Let's make sure this actually turns. All right. Push it in there. No, yeah, like that. Just give it a push. Yeah.
Play.
Well, no, I mean, it's not. It should just suck it in. So I think we got a problem. So we'll work on that.
Seeing, I forced the tape in there. Still not getting any movement, but it does make noise. So
Let's eat the tape.
well, no,
Maybe we'll eat the tape.
It doesn't eat the tape. What this looks like to me is a belt issue, and so it looked to me the belt would be a pretty simple fix, and the dead channel would be the harder fix. But it turned out to be quite the opposite. We took off the bottom panel. There's no way to get to the belt from this side because it's just a big old circuit board. Look at all that. Yeah, I mean that would be a nightmare to take apart there. So let's.
That would take millions and millions of years.
Well, maybe not that long. Anyway, so I took off the front, and you really can't see a clear way in there. Finally, after we took off that right shaft over there, this thing, had to pull a plug out of that. But anyway, if you can kind of see that fin on the right, we took a screw out of the side, and it looked like the whole thing started to move once I loosened that fin. So as it turns out, you can take out a screw on either side and kind of work the whole tape deck mechanism out around those shafts. You have to unplug that one, of course. But after that, we got the tape deck out. So we thought, okay, we'll get to the belt on the bottom. But no, look, there's another silver plate on the bottom you have to take off. But the fun didn't end there. So we took that off. We could see the belt. But it looks kind of gooey, but it does move. So I thought, okay, well, I'll still replace it. But it's going around that shaft there in the center. So we had yet another plate to take apart with those tiny screws. And that required taking off that red piece over there that held the gear in. So then we were able to remove that just to get the belt off. So it took forever to get that belt off. And so we put a new belt in and still had a lot of problems getting it to go. But here's what happened when the new belt was in there.
It still didn't work.
Yeah, it still didn't work, even with a new belt, and it made this ticking noise. It really didn't make sense.
Tick, 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 tick.
It didn't make a lot of sense.
I will self-destruct with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was able to make it work by
There we
fiddling
go.
with the gears, which didn't make sense.
So we got to at least play. Alright, so this thing is a problem. Obviously that's not working. But it plays.
As it turns out, there were actually 2 belts, and I didn't see the other belt because it had completely disintegrated and wrapped around that gold motor thing there. Kind of see here, I put a second belt in that goes around that gear, and that controls the transport mechanism. So once I put that in, everything worked fine. Pulls the tape in and plays just fine.
Don't blow out the speakers.
Yeah, I won't blow out the speakers. And then auto reverse works, and of course it ejects.
So then we have to put it back in the truck. That's the hardest part.
Yeah. And then the dead channel turned out to be an easy fix. There was a switch in the back for routing it through an equalizer, and it was just a dirty switch. And I put...
Like Dirty Santa.
Not like Dirty Santa, but anyway. Then we put it back in the truck, and everything worked fine. So a couple interesting features about this thing. It will not let you leave a tape deck in, I guess to prevent melting of the tape. Unfortunately, that didn't help the belts. And also, you never actually manipulate it. It's full logic control, so it controls the tape. It also has...
The doors didn't close.
Well, it lets you know there's tape in there. It has real rewind and fast forward, so although it even has those arrows, a lot of auto reverse decks make you kind of determine that. It also has standby. You're a busy person. While you're rewinding or fast forwarding, you can hit standby and listen to the radio while you're waiting for the rewind and fast forward to happen.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not bow down. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
That was a royal pain to replace that belt, and sounds pretty decent. And I know the camera...
I think a record player would fit in there.
Yeah, that truck's big, but you really can't tell the sound quality over YouTube from these camera mics, but I'm just going to let it play a little bit. Yeah, the truck has a nice echo chamber. It has plenty of bass in real life. But anyway, that's about it.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe and click the notification bell.